Hi friends, I'm Felicia. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing my February wrap up because it's March now. I know that it's been a while since I posted my last video. I just wasn't really in a video filming and editing mood this month. I kind of was more into watching shows on Netflix and knitting and crocheting. They're like my addiction now. I'm just completely addicted to knitting and crocheting. It's ridiculous. I did read some awesome things in February, so I want to tell you about them. And don't worry, I have more videos coming up soon. I've just been fighting with Windows Movie Maker. I absolutely loathe it. It keeps crashing on me, and I don't like that very much. And so that's also been a deterrent. And so if you guys have any suggestions about programs that are simple, like Windows Movie Maker, but then also like maybe a step up so I can add pictures and stuff to my videos, that'd be very cool. So if you have any suggestions, just please let me know. Yeah, I'm apparently very simple-minded when it comes to video editing. So I need it to be just like really simple and user-friendly. And I filmed this video yesterday and I wasn't happy with it. I was so tired and I just was rambling, and apparently today is going to be the same rambling situation. The first book that I want to talk to you about is a book that I actually DNF'd in January, but I didn't mention it. And I just want to quickly mention it now. That was Born of Shadow by Sarah Benson. Back in the fall, she reached out to a lot of booktubers and asked if they would review her book, and I said yes because it sounded interesting. And I got about 30% in, and it just wasn't for me. And not because of the writing or anything. It had to do with the story. It's an urban fantasy and it is set mostly in Egypt. It just was more dark than what I am comfortable with. There are certain things in reading that I just am not comfortable with, and dark spirits and stuff is one of them. And so this story did kind of feature kind of those elements, and so I just wasn't for me. I thought her writing was pretty good. It is a self-published book. She's publishing it on Wattpad. The other booktubers that I know that I've read it, they've given it mostly positive reviews, and so if that's something you're interested in, then check it out. So that's that. I just wanted to mention it because she did contact me for reviews, so I thought I would just, at least say something about it. So moving on to the books that I read in February. I read the first 4 volumes of Miss Marvel, and I really highly enjoyed them. I gave the first 4 volumes collectively 4 stars. I really enjoy the main character, Kamala. I think that she is a very strong character and she has a lot of integrity, which I really like. And she's very strong and determined to learn and to help people. I liked how she was very strong and mature, but then she was also like a realistic teenager, and she just was a complete geek and a fangirl, and I really appreciated that as well. I also like the cultural diversity that it has. This is a very popular series, but you might not be aware that the main character is a Muslim, and I found it very interesting to read about her navigating this new situation, and how it changes her life and how it changes her faith and her beliefs, or like how she has to deal with those, and being a superhero and trying to keep her identity a secret, and just like all of these things coming together. I thought it was very good, and I think that the writers are doing a very good job of being respectful of her faith, and yeah, I really like that. I'm really enjoying Miss Marvel so far, and I can't wait to pick up the next volume. And I borrowed those from the library, so I had to bring them back already, and that's why I'm not showing them to you. The first novel that I finished in February was Burial Rites by Hannah Kent, and this was a book that I was reading with our Reads with Friends Goodreads group, and the link for that is always in the description with my social media links. I loved it. I gave it like 4.75 stars. Basically from the beginning I was just in love with it. The reason that I dock it, like, what did I say, a quarter star, half a star, is just because the ending left me unsatisfied, and not with the ending itself, but the way that she told the ending. Yeah, it just wasn't, it wasn't what I was wanting out of it. This is based on a true story of the last woman to be publicly executed in Iceland. So right from the beginning, you know how the story is going to end. So you're kind of reading this, going on the journey with the main character Agnes, and seeing what she's feeling, dealing with this knowledge that she is just waiting for her death. And it just was really fascinating. And this book is definitely about the characters and the situation that they're in, and even all of the side characters. I loved all of the characters. Anna Kent had a very good way of just making them feel all very real. It was not at all like this person is bad and this person is good. It was all, you know, everybody has their complexities, and so she brought that to all these characters, which I really enjoyed. And her writing was just absolutely beautiful. It was so lyrical and atmospheric. Like, I felt like I was in Iceland, and like I could see everything. And I've never been to Iceland, but I felt like I knew exactly what it looked like, and just the emotions that she was able to evoke with her writing, and just everything. It was so beautiful. So if you were looking for something that is very character driven, kind of little, I guess a little psychological, because you're looking at how the characters are dealing with the situation of Agnes's death sentence, and how they all interact with each other and with her, and just dealing with that situation. It's very interesting. I would highly recommend this. Like, it's just beautiful, and like I didn't know what to do with myself once I finished it. Yeah, oh my goodness. The next book that I finished was Winter by Marissa Meyer. I finally finished it, you guys. And I loved every page of it. I completely was in love with everyone. Everyone is just my precious little babies, and I love them all so much, and I just needed to know if they were gonna be all okay. And I was very satisfied by the ending. I know that there are some people that were really disappointed by the ending. They didn't like it, they didn't think it fit, or it was whatever. I don't know all of your reasons, and I don't really care, because I loved it, and I have absolutely no complaints at all with this book. Just complete gush, complete heart eyes, just everything. All of the love, all of the stars. I loved it, and I just applaud Marissa Meyer for taking us on this journey of amazingness. And I'm halfway through Stars Above, and I just am loving it. So I'm thankful that we have a little bit more time with these characters, because I just love them so much. They're just like real peoples to me, and I just love them all. The last book that I have to talk about that I finished in February is Me Before You by Jojo Moyes, and I think everyone and their dog read Me Before You in February, and I did too, because this was another pick for our Reads with Friends group. And oh my goodness, you guys, like, the hype is real. In my opinion, the hype is real. I've never read anything by Jojo Moyes, but now I want to read everything that she has ever written, because I completely fell in love with her writing style. It was so captivating, and even though it wasn't like action-packed or anything, like, I just kept flipping the pages, because the characters, they just felt like they were jumping off of the page, and like it just feels like they're real people. And so I just love that about this book. The plot of this book deals with a very, very heavy ethical and moral situation, and it's very polarizing, and I feel that Jojo Moyes did a very good job of being very respectful with the topic and her portrayal of the situation, and all of the characters' reactions and opinions. Yeah, I think she just did a fantastic job of just being very, very balanced and respectful. Regardless of how you might feel about this topic, I think that she just represents both sides very well. How she was able to take such a heavy, polarizing topic and write a book that's also so heartwarming and warm and full of life, just I completely applaud her because it's just wonderful. I can't say enough good things about it. If you want to read something that's going to break your heart and make you feel alive and everything like that, if you just want to read something really good, like, read this. Okay, but like, you know, lower your expectations and just go in for some good characters. How about that? When I finished the book, I was in a complete daze. I just laid on my couch, like clutching the book like this, and I was like, I don't even know how to live anymore. What is life? I was like having a crisis for the next like half hour, 45 minutes. I just laid there. And I watched the trailer for the movie like 3 times in a row. I just watched it. And the casting of Sam Claflin is completely perfect. Completely 100% perfect. Oh my gosh. But if I went into this book not really knowing anything about the plot, like I knew a little bit, but I didn't know much, and so don't watch the movie trailer. If you haven't watched it and you want to read this book, don't watch the movie trailer because it has spoilers for some of the plot of this book, okay? So just don't watch it. Yeah, I completely loved it. I completely loved it. I kind of want to read it again right now, but I have to bring it back to the library today. So I can't. I'll just have to buy it for myself. There's a sequel to this book and I will read it at some point, but right now I just feel like I'm not ready. Like, I feel like I finished it on Sunday, today's Wednesday, and I'm just feeling like now I can begin to cope. So eventually I will read the next book after this, but yeah, just, oh my gosh. Oh yeah, I'm done rambling about this book now. So that's all the books that I read in February. I would love to hear what books you read and what your favorite book was. Like, I honestly, my favorite book of February was probably Winter, but they're all so close, and even Miss Marvel, I just loved it. So I can't even tell you what my favorite book was because I love them all and they all stand on their own. So that's all that I have for today, and I hope that you guys are having a wonderful day. I really miss you guys, and I will have more videos up soon, I promise. They're filmed already, I just need to edit them because I'm a slacker. You're all just so wonderful for sticking with me even though I, you know, disappear for a month without posting any videos, you know, whatever. I actually hadn't realized that a month had gone by before since I posted my last video, so that was kind of like, oh, okay, cool. But yeah, so I'm gonna stop talking now. I hope you're having an awesome day, and I will see you again soon with the next video. Bye.